Hello, as you can see I'm back with a new video. It's been a while, I do apologise. I normally just upload shorts at this point because I sort of became deflated with YouTube and I didn't have any video ideas to make. But happily I'm back today because I'm actually back with Fallout 76. I've not done a proper build video for Fallout 76 since 2 years ago, so 2023. 2023 was the last time I made a build video for Fallout, and as you can tell, the meta's changed in that time. I've been playing it in the background the whole time. I've been away for the past 2 years, making videos on this game. I've even been playing it when I've been uploading videos about other games, especially during 2024 when Final Fantasy 16 came out. Yeah, there's a lot of videos for that, and was still playing this in the background. So basically, the title of the video is temporarily, I mean we keep it this way, but it is what I have learned after 2,000 plus hours of Fallout 76. Because I feel like I've learned a lot, and I feel like I've reached a point where I've made a build, an everybody endgame build, and I think it's the most comfortable, reliable endgame build in Fallout 76. Is it raid potential? Maybe. I'm not yet to run this build in raids, but the main focus of this game is traveling around, doing events, killing hard, scorched, killing endgame bosses and doing endgame content. But the endgame content with the raid, well, it's pretty messed up, the raid at the moment because of the glitch, but it potentially is a great raid build. But really, this is an all-around build that we're going to be using today. It's for everyone. The only one I'll put on attached to this build is it is a complete end game build. A complete end game build. You need to, I'd say a minimum you need to be level 600-700, or maybe less depending if you buy the perk coins and stuff like that, so you can level up. Legendary perk cards quicker, but it's completely up to you, and it's about time and investment, this build. But anyway, let's get on with the build. I'm glad to be making one again, I'll be honest with you. I'm excited. So obviously, let's go to our what makes you special board that you can place in your camp. I'll just show off the camp randomly. But there we go. So what makes you special? Let's look at the build. The name of the build is a personal name for me. It's called Captain Nico, but for the sake of the video, we'll change it to best endgame build. For me anyway, and what I believe is the best all-round endgame build for anyone. Right, let's have a look. So, let's look at the specials that we have dumped into this character. So for strength, you're going to be starting off with 10, perception, 10, endurance, 9, charisma, 4, intelligence, 5, agility, 8, and luck, 10. I'll keep this screen on for a little bit longer just so I can timestamp this section, so you don't want to watch all the video. I'll timestamp each individual section so you don't have to waste your time. I do see a lot of YouTube videos out there what do the build videos and don't timestamp it and sort of just rush across the special screen. It's hard to tell sometimes, and they don't really go into depth about all the perks and why the perks are there. But it's sort of rushed along, so I make a longer version of a build video just so it doesn't feel like I'm rushing you along, because it's the last thing you want to do. Right, and that'll be the last couple of seconds. As you can see at the end there, strength, perception, and luck are the highest investments in this build. The highest investments, and you'll see why. Let's go to the perk cards. It was a beautiful stream, but we're going to go to legendary perks first, so I can show you how to make this bottom build of below legendary perks work. So we're going to start off with a legendary card of strength, maxed out to rank 4. A legendary perk card of perception, ranked out to perk 4. A legendary intelligence, rank 4. Legendary agility, rank 4. Legendary luck, rank 4. And just personal preference, Master Infiltrator is the best card going. If you wanted to do more damage, there's obviously other perk cards you could use on this build. Let's go to the main meta one. Taking one for a team. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you are on a team. That's the all-around one what everybody uses, to be honest. So I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. That's awkward. I knew it would happen on stream. Video. Right. So let's go back and let's just go through these legendary perk cards one more time so you know what you need. Master Infiltrator. Legendary luck. Legendary agility. Legendary intelligence. Legendary perception. Legendary strength. Let's come out. So now we're going to build the rest of the build and what cards I prefer to use and other fireable options I'm going to attach to it as well, because this is also my own personal preference and what I believe and what I've tested to be the strongest build for just general endgame combat and play without the stress of like dying and maintaining everything all the time. You can pay less visits to your camp to top yourself up and feel the buffing and stuff like that, just going to be carrying a lot of buffs with you at the same time. So, for strength, we have strong back, gain more carry weight based on strength. I like having a massive carry weight. I love massive carry weight, I don't care. I want carry weight. I want to be able to carry everything, so I don't need to go back to my camp every other couple of events to drop a load of stuff off. I like the comfortability of like, if I'm going on a big expedition out there, I like to stay out there for a while and then have to come home. Travel in pharmacy, again, weights of all chems, including stim packs, are reduced by 9%. I carry a lot of chems, and for this build, I think you should carry chems regardless, like stim packs and stuff. You won't really have to use them all the time because it's quite a very bulky, tanky build, this, so you won't have to really rely on it. But if I can carry more and make other things weigh less, I always slam it into an endgame build. Easy target, so this is going to be for the weapon we're currently using in the game, and it is currently the main meta of Fallout 76 at the moment, but I'll obviously talk about the gun after we've done the perk cards as well, so I'll go through what I'm personally wearing and what I'm personally running around with weapon wise. So plus 75% range damage to crippled targets. We will be crippling people as quick as possible with a gun. The guns we use, so more damage on cripple, better for you. Sturdy frame, armor weighs 50% less than normal, as I said before. Anything that gives me more carry weight, I'm putting on. Scatter shot, 20% of the damage dealt to a limb is applied to all limbs on your target. So great, cripple one limb on a super mutant, and all the limbs as well now will have a plus 20% damage encounter. So it just marks up the damage you're outputting exponentially. So you have the 70 on the other card, on the easy target, and now the scatter shot. Bandolier, ballistic weapon ammo weighs 9% less. Again, like I said before, anything that gives me more carry weight I keep, because I run around a massive amount of 45 ammunition, so I like to carry enough with me that I'm never desperate and never caught in a pinch. Pack rat, the weight of all junk items in your all junk items is reduced by 75%, so if you're doing an extra long expedition out there, or you're hitting a couple of events, you're playing a couple of raids with people, but you want to be able to carry it, you don't have to keep maintaining your character weight. The junk items pack rat perk is fantastic for that, and we'll be carrying around some junk purposely throughout the game on this build for extra the extra defense, but I'll be showing that card when we get to look. So you see why Pack Rat and it's called Junk Shield sort of marry up really well. Let's go into Perception. Number Cruncher. Your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. That's great. This is a high AP build. You're going to have a lot of AP to yourself. So increasing the damage output while costing AP is fantastic. That's what you want. You want the damage so you're in and out of bad situations. Tormentor. Again, this is a crippling card, so you see this build have a lot of crippling cards and they will all start marrying up together. All the damage coming through. Called the Tormentor. You deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has. So remember what we said before on the other cards on strength. If they cripple someone, they get a 70% damage on the crippled limb itself. But also, on the max version of it, it spreads around the cripple across all the limbs by 20%. So now you add another 20% on top with the Tormentor. Now, all limbs will get plus 40% damage, so the main crippled limb will now face 100% damage, exponential damage. Tank Killer, your ranged weapons ignore 40% of AV. This is essential. Tank Killer is an essential perk. More damage, less spending on the ammunition. Remember, the ammunition is the currency of this game. You have no ammo, you could run around in melee build, but not a lot of people run around in melee build. Ammunition is important to save. And the less ammunition you can spend to kill a target, and especially end game targets, is better for you. Scoped up. Your scoped weapons have 50% more range when aiming. So if you're not using FATs and you're just freely aiming down sight, you have more damage now basically. It's a very simplistic card, but you need it. Tops up all forms of damage. Smart Shot. Deal 25% weak spot damage while aiming a scoped weapon. So weak spots, obviously we're using FATs and you will be using FATs in this build. It's essential that you do use FATs in this build in a lot of situations. It's not the end of the world, you can just not use FATs voluntarily. It's still a fantastic build for you. It's just putting extra damage out there. Extra damage, less ammunition spend, less dangerous situations you're in. Glow sights, I like to put glow sights on. It's a personal preference, and again, it's so much more damage, especially to the glowing enemies, especially to the enemies that come with the green tint that you see, especially in the mole miner event. It's just extra damage for you. It's fantastic. Let's go over to endurance. Life Giver first. Gain more HP per point in endurance. So I've dumped a load of points into endurance. I get extra HP. It's great, great all-round perk. True Hiker. I carry a lot of food, and that mainly being XP buffs like Cranley Cobbler, Cran Reduce. So I like to reduce the weight of them as much as I can to have more weight left over. Adamantine Skeleton, gain limb damage reduction based on your endurance. The higher your endurance, the best, the better, the less limb damage you will take in game, which you need. It's essential. I'd always put Adamantine Skeleton. I do see a couple of builds that don't run it because you are super powerful by the end of the game. Especially if you're running out maxed out legendary cards, maxed out perk cards, and everything's in the right place. Next one, Fireproof, essential. Another essential perk card for any blooded build in the game. Any blooded build. It just basically takes 40% less damage from explosive attacks, which we all need. There's a lot of explosions going off in this game all the time. It's a lot of explosive weapons, so the less damage you take from that, the better. You'll feel the difference of not having Fireproof on to off. Trust me, you'll see a difference immediately during gameplay. Radical. I like using Radical for the rads, the greater your strength. Meaning the greater your rads, the greater your strength, the greater your carry weight in game. The higher the carry weight is, the higher the strength is, the higher the carry weight is. And I run a bullet build, so again, Radical is essential for me to have on as a perk card. Starch Genes, everyone knows this one, all-rounder, universal Fallout card at this point in 76. You'll never mutate for red, and Radaway will never cure mutations. You need this because everyone's running mutations. Mutations is better. You have to run mutations for a better life and for 76. But this guarantees that you'll never lose those mutations, especially the ones you preferably want on you as a character. Inspirational in Charisma. Charisma will be a quick one. Inspirational, gain more XP while on a team based on your Charisma. I prefer, this is personal preference to travel an agent. You can fast travel while over encumbered at an increased cost. I've got plenty of caps, so don't worry about it. It's all around fast travel over encumbered. Each attack makes your target take increased damage. So we're running a rapid fire gun. So the damage just keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. Fantastic card. Again, another essential card to this build, nerd range. While your health is low, gain increased damage and AP regen. You need this in a blooded build, it's self-explanatory. Explosive Expert. Your explosives do 60% more damage. I run an Explosive Fixer sometimes on this build, so I always, well, the majority of the time I run a Blooded Fixer or I run the Elder Mark. Depending on what I'm doing. If I'm in a raid, I'll run the Elder Mark. If I'm wandering around the Wasteland, I'm going to use a Explosive Fixer, and this just pumps the damage out. Science, increased energy damage based on your intelligence. I also run a Tesla for when I'm doing Radiation Rumble. I am wondering whether to keep this card on. I'll be honest with you. There's a couple of reasons why, but I do wonder. But science is essential. Always keep science on, just in case. Batteries included because I carry the fusion cells for my energy weapon as well. Energy weapon ammo weighs 9% less, meaning you just eliminate the weight of any ammunition in game. So you're freed up, you've got more room, you feel comfortable, you can carry loads. Scrapper, obtain more components when you scrap weapons and armour. I'm always doing events, I'm always dropping weapons and ammos, I'm always finding weapons and armour. So if I can gain more components and scrap from that, I can use the repair system better. I have more resources for myself. I can build a beautiful camp, and I will never run out of resources for when I need to use my resources to build something. Agility, action girl, action points regenerate 45% faster. In the end game, AP is important, and you never really want to be caught running out of it stupidly. So this just helps speed up the process of when you are nearly running out of AP when you're not using AP. Gunslinger, your ranged weapons do plus 12 damage to weak spot damage. Obviously, this is marrying up with all the other cards in strength and perception now, so you will see as you go along now the damage output we're giving is just got drastically higher as we go along. You see a couple of cards here will help with that. In Gorilla, you do 20% range damage to close enemies, so you'll be fighting a lot of close quarters, especially when you're using the Elder's Mark. You won't, and the Fixer. But the Fixer has fantastic range, but Gorilla also works really well on the Elder's Mark build. Just chew through everything. +1 reload speed per onslaught stack, +3 max stacks, so you'll be helping onslaught build up in this build as well. So the higher the onslaught meter, the higher the damage you're outputting. So everything you see now that everything the damage is running through the game. Like we're getting damage. Packing light, your action points regenerate faster when you're over encumbered. I try and never be over encumbered because I have to try and push my maximum carry weight as high as possible. So as you see there, when I'm not over encumbered, I get my AP back quicker, so I'm running for longer, not walking, not running out of AP all the time, shooting more enemies. In fact, it helps, trust me, you'll see. Goat legs, personal favourite. I just like jumping off random shit when I'm traversing the land quickly, especially when I'm just going up by foot and not fast travelling. So if I accidentally come across a ledge that I've seen 1,000 times but didn't realise it was there this week, I like to use gold ledge so I'm not randomly dying. Okay, look, final stage of this build setup. I do apologise, like I said, everything will be time-stamped across the board. So this section here of it's a whole timestamp, so you can just click for 1 second in this section and just look at perk cards, go boom, 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 that's what I need, okay, let's go. And I'm happy with that, and we don't watch it all, it is what it is. Okay, let's start off with the Grim Reaper's Sprint. Any kills in fact restores action points based on your luck. This is great. You're killing something and the action points don't pick up. So you're helping now with the action points. This back end of the perk card tree, I should also say, really helps with AP gain and rushing through the loss of AP and stuff. Scrounger, find more non-explosive ammo based on your luck. Remember, luck's maximum. I'm guaranteed now to find extra ammunition out there without having to spend or use resources to craft ammunition. You won't always get that much, but if you're out for a while, trust me, it starts building up the amount of ammunition you find that your gun needs, which is great. Serendipity, because we was running a blooded build. While below 30% health, gain a chance to evade based on luck. No power armor. I'm not running power armor in this build, so I like to avoid damage as much as I need to, and trust me, serendipity helps you in tough moments. Ricochet, again, maximum luck, so I'm going to put Ricochet on, gain a chance to deflect range attacks based on luck, so you can fire those bullets back off your body, and that's your comfortability, so you're walking around and you're feeling tough. It's a very tanky build and it needs it. Look at the draw. Just the Elder Mark and the fix of fire at such a rapid rate, you're going to see Look at the draw pop up a couple of times, and it's slowly self-maintaining your gun, so it's less likely to break in an awkward moment because the gun's being repaired at all times to the maximum stat of Lucky Draw, and I just find that to be a nice, comfortable card to keep on, so I'm not always having to repair my weapons all the time, especially when running for a raid or degrades weapons really fast because of the amount you have to use your weapons inside a raid. So that self-repair is really nice, comfortable feeling on the build. Glass free, the negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. That's just essential. That has to happen. Mutations give a lot of negative effects, and this counteracts that almost completely at 75%. You will have negative effects, but it'll be so minor, you never really notice it. Junk Shield. Junk Shield, remember before when I was talking about pack riding strength? This is what I mean. Junk Shield. Gain resistance based on your luck and amount of junk held. So there's everyone discovered in game, you just carry 100 lead scrap or 100 of any piece of junk. Lock it inside your inventory so you never lose it. Obviously if you die and you drop it, you have to go pick it up again and lock it. You gain the maximum effect of Junk Shield just by carrying 100 pieces of whatever junk out there. So you just organise that way that you always have 100 pieces at all time, and there's extra damage resistance, and you feel so much power. So tanky on this build, it's great. Better criticals, fat criticals now do 100% damage, like I've been saying throughout in the early stages of the perk tree. That fat is kind of essential, you should be using it as much as you can. So now the amount of damage you're already doing versus the fat damage you're doing, it's going to be you will be dangerous, you will hurt people, and it will be a very tanky and effective build for damage and damage resistance. So thank you for watching this part, this section of the video. We're going to move into what I use in armor and in mutations and stuff, and then we'll go and test the build. So S.P.E.C.I.A.L. No. Armor, I use Secret Service intelligence build. I try and keep it to as much sort of meta as I can, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do. So I've got the unyielding. Unyielding being absolutely essential. You have to have unyielding. Blooded builds need unyielding armor, because when you have unyielding armor, when you're below the threshold, it's only 20% of your health left, you get +2 on all your specials, and it bumps the character up so high, and bumps your strength, bumps everything, bumps your carry weight, bumps your damage output, and pumps your damage resistance. Unyielding is essential on the bullet build. So for more convenience, I have all my pieces of armor with intelligence +2 on the star 2 for more XP, to level up quicker, to get to this sort of endgame build. It is a commitment, this build. It will take a while. And I'll run through my armor again so you can see. It's a very because I got this armor during the time when you couldn't attach mods to your armor, which is ruling. Do you know what I mean? It's a long running armor. I've used it for a very long time. About 4 years I've used this armor. 3 years I've used this armor now. It's just been so consistent across the board. It's very nice. I like this armor a lot. As you can see there, without buffs, my specials without buffs are really high. The intelligence are already at 36, we're getting a lot of XP. Time to show you my mutations. I won't really go into the mutations, because I think mutations have always been covered by loads of people all the time. I couldn't give you any more information, but my mutations are also pretty good in game. So I'll leave the mutation screen on ever so slightly so you can go through it yourself and see what I use. I'll stay quiet until the end, but I'll slowly go through my mutations so you can read it properly. And that's the last of that. So, what do you think? What do you think of the build? Should we go test it out? See what we think? Because I like it. I'm going to do some end thoughts now. All this. As you can see, I've locked the lead strap in there so you can never get rid of it for the damage resistance from before about the perk cards. So let's get fully fed. Let's go to our number one favourite place in the world. West Tech. I'm just going to shoot some super mutants to see what they're about on this build. And I'll just put you through the final thoughts. I'll do a quick gun section now. I do apologise, I did forget about that. Let's go to the gun. Now let's go to my ranging gun, an all-round gun, the Elder's Mark. The Elder's Mark uses the onslaught feature, Furious, meaning huge damage all the time. So we have +5 damage per onslaught stack, +9 back stats. Now we can get the stack to 20. Damage is really high. +25 weapon speed. The gun is quick, very quick. Plus reload speed. I like to have that on because why not? Why not? Quicker, bam bam bam, in and out, and it's a cursed weapon as well. +15 damage, plus attack speed, but low durability, and that's why I've looked at the drawer so we can start self-maintaining this gun. The other gun I like to run around is the Blooded Meta Victor, which I think is meta. It has an intelligence mod in there for more damage. It's blooded, it's explosive, and it's bully. Bully, plus 25 damage per crippled limb or tied as the damage is high. Sneak in, stealth and shadows. Now let's go and test. It's a very comfortable build for anyone this. Sadly it is endgame, but I think this is the all-round, in my opinion, in my final thoughts this video while we run the test, is this is a great build. This is a great build to run around in and be comfortable and just enjoy the game in a leisurely manner. I really do think it is a leisurely build. It's an indulgence build, obviously. It's very expensive to make. You also look at the damage. You see him just shooting through everything. No one really knows what to do. Bullets flying everywhere. Got a doggo. Dido's looking to draw. Everyone's maintaining this stuff as we speak. See how time's doing. Resisting. Going through the situation. People are crippled. And the damage is so much higher. We've got the stacks up to 10 now. We're just going to keep getting it higher and higher and higher as we go along. We'll rush through this build and kill as much as we can. It's very, very, very comfortable build. I'm yet to test it on the starch screen. I'm yet to test it in the raids. I think it's going to be really fine. I think it will be a very nice build. I do stand by what I've said. I do believe this to be a good build. Numbers are everything. I'd rather be comfortable and kill as much as I can with the power I have. Toilet. Let's finish him off. I hope this build has been informative for you as best I can. It's a high damage, high defense tank build. It's like I said before, I want people to be comfortable when they play this game. I want people to feel leisure. They're always panicking. Because at the early stages of this game, you will panic a lot. You will be worried a lot about what you're supposed to get. If it's enough for you. Are you doing the right thing? Do you have the right build? There's a lot of stress at the start of this game. When you get to this point, it's a nice end game build. You enjoy time again. You enjoy it, but I know some people like the stress. I've had the stress on this game. I just want to come to especially with all the updates. I hope the content gets harder. I know enemies are going up to 150 in the next update, which is interesting. We'll see how the meta will change there. Like a lot of meta will change. Not too much, just like I said, since day dot, Fixer has just been the most consistent weapon throughout the game. I've honestly the Fixer will always stay inside the meta cycle. The Elder Mark has moved right up into the meta cycle, but it only moved up into the meta cycle since the last update, where they introduced Onslaught into the game. I think it was the update before that when it came out. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but that's why I'm building out the game build still in from 2023 I was using. It worked. It was just time, so it's taken me a while to really get a gist of like where the game's up to now, fully caught back up with where everything is. So obviously I'm not really old-fashioned quality build from 2014 to 2024, which is weird. I just don't want everyone that is just around you for the more ammunition. I just don't want everyone else has enjoyed this video, to be honest. Yeah, it's been a while. I've actually enjoyed making it and talking about it while that's something. I'll be honest with you, I don't know when the next video will be. It's probably a big idea done for the month. What it is, so I don't speedrun anymore. The channel is very slow at the moment for anything. I'm just hoping a nice little bump here and there would be great. More noticeability. I'll show you the configuration of the fix at this point in the last section. While we're downstairs, let's open this elevator. You feel very rough in this weapon, to be honest. That's because the Elder's match is ridiculously quick and you see the speed difference instantly from the Elder's match to fix it. But this weapon is more for ranged encounters. It still does a ridiculous amount of damage in return. It really doesn't let you down. It's really great. And no one's spawned down here, which is really weird. Let's see where we are. Are you here? Hello? It's very quiet. Let's see if we can trade it. There we go. Just coming around. Very weird. Oh, that was an anticlimactic ending there. I honestly thought that there would have been more super mutants there, but they decided not to spawn stay for whatever reason. Oh, I know why. I think they have... It's awkward. Like I said, nice and easy build. Down line. Nice comfortable build. I enjoy it a lot. I did lose my max onslaught stats there, but we're still doing enough damage. Just double check this. Oh yeah, it is there. So that's it really. I really hope the video has helped you. I hope you can run it, test it, and just give me some feedback in the video on kind of what you would change. I'm open to it. I'm open to people kind of like questioning why I've certain things and where, so I can go more in depth on what's what. Obviously, I love the criticism on it, I love the praise on it. What? Honestly, it's a great build, and after 2,978 hours, I think I've made something pretty good in that time, and I just hope it lasts. I hope it's a good build for the future, and I hope everyone else enjoys the build as well. If you have a chance, or you liked this video, or you didn't like this video, just interact with it. Say it was wrong, say it was good, say it was bad. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever way. I'd really appreciate it, because my last Fallout video reached 4.9k views, so I'd like to get this one up there as well, if possible. And just thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be, whether a month from now or tomorrow. Thank you.